What up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Jaystar back again, man. We got the Sunday Merry Christmas slate right here, y'all. So we're gonna get right into this one. We got Green Bay versus Miami, man. Huge game, man, for both of these teams, man. If the Packers lose, more than likely have no chance to get into the playoffs. Miami loses, could possibly get kicked out again into the playoffs. So, huge game, man. Here, a lot on the line. Both of these teams play the same style defense, so both of them gonna be familiar with how to operate and get down the field against both of those defenses, and both of them give up fantasy points. So we're gonna get to that right now. It looks like we have the Packers. We already know running back. Get the running back in there because more than likely he's gonna go off. So Mostert has already used to kill the Packers anyways from the 49ers. So I don't see why he wouldn't do the same, especially if Jeff Wilson is not able to go and he's just the main back in this game. It's probably gonna kill them. But I did notice something that Miami has been giving up to pass catching backs. A lot of fantasy points to those type of backs there. So we looking at about what near 24 fantasy points there. So Dylan and Aaron Jones both can catch. So taking a shot on either one of them to have a good game too as a run back, I don't really mind. Both of them can get it done. So then at receivers though, Tyreek is definitely gonna be in play. I feel like possibly Jalen Waddle might have the better game just because he is in the slot. Lines up probably with some Rasul Douglas. I've been seeing all year when Rasul Douglas is in the slot, he kind of gets beat and lets people. I think he thinks he has help down the field, and sometimes he really doesn't have the help. And he's get caught looking back at the quarterback's eyes instead of looking at his receiver. And so I can see Waddle getting past him because of that, unless they want to move Tyreek Hill into the slot, which I haven't seen them do that really too much. I think he will be lined up with Jair, probably have a lot of help coverage over the top. I don't see him getting a lot of one-on-ones with Tyreek because he has electrifying speed, and everybody seems to try to stick him with two people, but he still can get it done. Of course, even if he's covered by 2, 3, doesn't really matter. He just has that type of speed. So definitely you want to take a shot at Tyreek Hill, you can. Jalen Waddle, I just feel like might have more one-on-one coverage, and that is going to be very scary, man, because he has the same type of speed as a Tyreek Hill. So besides that, I love Christian Watson in this game. Did see him in the last game. I feel like they're going to do the same in this game because I seen it last week. But the Rams did double cover him. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy, shocking to me to finally see him getting double coverage. The past whatever it's been, since 35 points fantasy. So 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks straight. He wasn't being double covered at all and has been killing them, with the one-on-one matchups that he's been getting. It's great to see we have Dobbs though come back and get right into the productive, what I want to say, production right away. With 5 catches, with 5 targets. He could have did way more. He was slipping a lot on the surface because it was very slippery because it was freezing cold on the field in Lambeau. I could have seen him though getting like a 100-yard game in this game, possibly a touchdown. I think he's in play for a huge game. I also feel that Christian Watson will be in play too as well. This could just be a track meet type of game, man. Even though, I do expect Miami to run a little bit more. I know Green Bay plays very balanced, but once Miami starts, taking shots down the field and things like that, and they score real fast, you just in for it. It's either you compete or you don't. You get blown out. So, definitely feel like this is going to be a great game for both sides. Even if you want to run some Tua as well, you can do that. But Dolphins do give up the most points when it comes to quarterback. They give up decent points at running back and more points than definitely the Packers at wide receiver and even at tight end. So crazy points at tight end, about 16 points. That's almost, I want to say, third to fourth in the league in fantasy points there. I know the Packers don't really throw to the tight end too much, so I don't expect Tyen to really go off because he doesn't get a lot of targets. But if he does go off, it wouldn't be like that we didn't know it was possible because Miami does give a lot of points there. Besides that, I think that's about it for that game. Like I said, definitely Rodgers will be in play for, possible a huge game because the yards is definitely there and passing touchdowns are there against Miami. So then we have the Denver Rams game here. This is kind of a defensive feeling game to me. Quarterbacks, you got Baker, of course, and let me see, the other quarterback on the other side is Ripon still. So you got Ripon and Baker. yeah, like I said, it just feel like this is gonna be defensive game. One of the defenses should do well in this game to me because both of these quarterbacks aren't really proven. Three interceptions. Wow. Yeah. Just and how did he wait? Oh, he played earlier in the season. Okay, I missed that one. So yeah, so interception every game Ripon has played. Let me see. Baker threw a pick last week. And we know I seen about two other throws that he made in that game that could have been pick sixes too as well. So yeah, like I said, defense is gonna be in play, man, because it's hard to throw against the Denver Broncos, anyways. So definitely got to say that. And then besides that, I don't really see much here. Possible, Latavius Murray running back could be a good play. They don't really run, I would say on the Rams, but I do know they run on Denver, and the Rams have been giving up the rush ever since Aaron Donald's been out. So that could be in play there. I would say, the tight ends possible, could do decent. Like I said, since it is a tough matchup throwing the ball, it's always usually then the tight end is good for some dumps and things like that. They probably had the easiest matchup. I don't really see too many receivers here that I would like. Judy was coming off of what, 8 targets, 7 receptions. We do know the fantasy points is there. He doesn't really have to match up with Jalen Ramsey at all, being that he is in the slot. So could be some fantasy points there for Judy. And let's keep it moving here. We got Tampa Bay versus Arizona. Man, I know when they put this game on the slate, they thought this was going to be huge. But we are looking at Brady, I feel like, in a great spot for him. He's going to continue to throw 50 targets a game and things like that. I feel like he probably think he found something with Russell Gage. And I've noticed something about Russell Gage. Every time he's gotten like a lot of targets, he's produced. So, and I feel like Brady's probably found something with him because the last 2 weeks he's thrown touchdowns to him. So I feel like he's going to be in for maybe not 12 targets, but probably in for about 8 to 12 to 10 targets, I would say, a game now. So 3,700, he's almost like a lock to me for this game. Brady has been looking for somebody to produce for him. He's gotten 2 weeks consistently from Russell Gage. It's kind of probably what they thought they was going to get from him at the beginning of the season, before the Julio and everything. But so definitely feel like he's going to be in play for a huge game. As well as, you could take your pick at Godwin and Evans, basically. I know Evans, even though he hasn't went off yet, he's still getting the targets, though. Like, nothing has stopped with the targets. And like I tell y'all, anybody that's getting volume targets, all it takes is them to start off with the first target is a deep touchdown, or 2 targets in is a deep touchdown. And you still know he's in for 9 more targets at least, possibly. So that produces a huge gain for fantasy wise. So you still got to take shots at Evans because he's consistently getting those targets at least. Godwin's definitely gonna be in play. Hopkins on the other side, I would say I don't really think it's anybody else unless Brown is gonna be out. Then it's probably gonna be Greg Dortch. Where is he at though? Let me see. Did he drop solo? Like, I know he can be 3,000 on the dot, right? Tackle on this game real quick, because we do know Robbie Anderson would come in too as well a little bit more. Is he out? Oh no, he's right here for $3,000. Okay, so Greg Dortch could be back in play if somehow Marquise Brown can't go, because that's who's going to own up the slot position. And we do know most of their big plays are happen from the slot for the Cardinals. So definitely will have to say, and it's probably going to be the best matchup. It's the player in the slot too, anyways, going against the Bucks. As we saw even last week, like Boyd even finally caught a touchdown again, and he plays in the slot. So then at tight end over here, we know Auden is going to be in play for a huge game. He has his easiest matchup, period, because Arizona has given up crazy fantasy points, number 1 in fantasy points against the tight end position. So definitely Auden is huge in play for that side. And we do know there's fantasy points too for McBride if they was to throw him the ball. I don't really know with this quarterback what to expect. 5 targets could get it done, though, if he can get 5 targets again, for sure. So now that we went through all those games, man, let's see what we can put together here. I think the safest bet is to take Brady just because we know he throws the ball ridiculous amount. Plus, we have a very cheap stack here to take him with, man. Russell Gage just started off, probably even could just go with Auden or something like that. That way I could pay up and take a Tyreek Hill. I really like Dobbs, man. Like, I really like Dobbs in this game. little bit over Christian Watson, even though I don't mind taking Christian Watson. Definitely got to have Mostert. I don't know what defense I'm gonna end up going with, but I'm gonna try to lock in the highest one here. But at the same time, I could rock. Yeah, I could rock with the Rams real quick. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Aaron Jones since it looks like I have the money. 7,100 here, Connor or Godwin. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I don't mind being right here. But like I said, I could have. Let me see, what could I have done differently here if I wanted to? I'm just miss having Waddle, which was, man, that would have been nice too as well. And I know, what is it? I think the Miami defense is 2,900, and I could get them by just doing that instead. What Rodgers has been throwing some picks a lot more lately, so I don't really mind tossing in something like that too as well. Like, could possibly do that if I really feel like I'm gonna need to have Waddle. Could run something like this. I don't really mind that. So yeah, it's kind of cool to do this, or like I said, I'll switch off of that. Probably toss back in Godwin. Um, I would probably leave my tight end like that. It's not. I don't really mind taking McBride though as well, and going back with the Rams defense here, and like having McBride or Odd in there. I don't really mind because I already got a double stack with Brady already, so I could do the run back here and have McBride. So that's kind of cool right there to me. Really kind of like that, but. That's it, man, for this slate, man, for the Sunday night. Good luck. Sunday slate, period. Good luck, y'all. Merry Christmas. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.